All right, let's move along to our next guest. Very excited to talk to him. He's been in the news all over the place this past week. A lot of drama in the life of Mike Platinum Perry. Always great to talk to him. Let's say hello to him right now. Mike, how are you?
Hey, what's good, Ariel?
It's good to talk to you,
Good,
Mike.
man.
What's happening over there in Albuquerque? Is there some kind of drama? What's happening? Every day there's more headlines about you, Donald Cerrone, the gym. What is going on?
Man, I don't know what I got. I mean, I got thrown into all this just because I'm the opponent.
Right.
Okay? People don't seem to understand that I am not the cause of all this. This has nothing to do with me, okay? I got a name on a contract. That's what I do. That's what he does too. So I think that's why there's no animosity between me and him, but I do what I do. I promote a fight. I know that I'm going to be fighting someone, and I make issues. I say things that I believe to be true in my social media posts,
Mm-hmm.
and I talk a little trash to get the anger flowing so that when we go in there, we can bash each other's skulls up against one another's, and there will be blood and violence, and people will cheer and roar, and the crowd will go crazy.
So prior to your last fight, Mike, you joined JacksonWink, right? You went to Albuquerque. You enjoyed it. You met some guys there. You met some coaches there. You seemed to find, a good spot for yourself there. And I remember prior to that fight in early July 226, Anthony Medeiros pulls out, and there was some talk that maybe you'd fight Donald Cerrone. A lot of people were scratching their head, well, he's fighting at JacksonWink, but it seemed like, or training at a JacksonWink, but it seemed like you guys were in a good place. When did the drama start? When did you first start to get an inkling that something was awry here?
Well, Cowboy doesn't really come to JacksonWink. He did once or twice, and I think it was to meet me and spar with me, get some work, and really he stays out at his BMF ranch, and now he's moving to Colorado, or he's moving. I saw something that said he's Team Alpha Male. I don't know how old that is. I don't know if that's real, true, happening, or what. And if he's, I think he's going to try to grapple me anyways. Team Alpha Male, Uriah Faber, they do the grappling thing. But, apparently there was animosity. I don't think Cowboy has been friends with Coach Wink for a while. And, like I said, he doesn't come to the gym. He does his own thing. They think he doesn't really help the gym out. This is things that I'm hearing.
Okay.
Things I know nothing about personally. You know what I'm saying? Except when I was here last camp, he came to the gym once or twice out of the 2 months that I was here. So all the other times he's at BMF Ranch, or he's got I'm around his people every day. His squad that goes to the BMF Ranch and trains with him and stays up with him. I'm sparring with them. They're watching me spar. They're watching me hit pads. They're doing some drills on the ground. His grappling coach, Harry, and they're all around me every day, and you can feel the hate in the air. Like I did something. You know what I mean? But really, I posted last night a video, and I said, we haven't necessarily been working on anything Cowboy specific. We've just been working on a better Mike Perry, a better mixed martial artist Mike Perry. And, that's all we've been dealing with as making me a better kickboxer. Me and Frank the Tank, man, as far as I'm concerned, I'm in Winklejohn's gym, and Greg Jackson and Greg ran sparring this morning. And but it's just sparring, you know what I mean? We do some warm-ups, and then we get in there and we scrap. So, as far as I'm concerned, Frank the Tank is my main coach now. He's my head coach. That's the style I'm working towards. I hit those mitts, and I hit them often, and they keep me fresh, and that's the style I try to use on people when I'm sparring, when I'm fighting, whatever I'm doing. He's trying to keep me tight, keep the kickboxing going, stop the takedowns, and hit people with knees and elbows, punches and kicks at all times. I I'm not even really grappling anymore. Like, I'm stuffing takedowns and I'm elbowing people. I'm trying to hit people at all times. So it's not that, I mean, and I posted a video last night and I said, when I first got this fight, I thought I'd be crazy not to work with Frank the Tank, who has been around Cowboys. Like, it'd be stupid. It'd be idiotic. But yesterday there was so much hate in the air, I thought a couple of ways. I thought, maybe I shouldn't be around all this. I believe I could go back to Florida with my other team and beat Cowboy, train in that way anyways. But I came to Albuquerque for the mitts that I hit with Frank the Tank. I've been looking for a mitt holder like this my whole life. I used to hold mitts for people and be like, damn, I need a mitt holder like me. And Frank the Tank is a better version of that because that's what he does now. He's full coach mode now. He's still a little savvy, like kind of wants to fight still, but there are complications with that, so he can't really fight in the U.S. or whatever right now. So he's just strictly coaching. And he gets in there and spars with me a little bit sometimes, and I got to actually see that, like, his timing is crazy. His movement is really good, and, like, I can actually see it firsthand. So that's what I'm here for, man, over everything else. I'm not trying to break nobody up. I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. To me, if Cowboy's moving to Colorado or wherever he's moving, that was something he wanted to do for a while now. And now he's got, like, a reason, something to blame it on something. And, I guess we bring in the drama. We bring in the heat. We making a story, and we hope that everybody pays attention to this fight because this is going to be a banger, man. We going to scrap. And I ain't going to let him get out easy. Like, when Darren Till cracked him and bust his nose, and he just kind of cowered up on the cage, and Till was, like, flurrying with these punches that weren't really hitting him but in the shoulders and shit and all. If I crack him and he's up against the wall like that, I'm going to tell him, I'm going to walk back to the middle. Like, bring your ass over here, motherfucker. You're going to have to fight me. I'm trying to put him out.
What are you hearing from people, Mike, at the gym? Are they saying, "Oh, we're happy that you are the catalyst to get rid of this guy," or are you hearing, there's obviously a lot of people there who are connected to him because he's been there for so long. I know he hasn't maybe been at the gym, but he's just been a part of that team for so long. Do you feel someone unwanted? Do you feel like a lot of people are saying, "Hey, good job, Mike. Your presence just made him go away"? What is the vibe like towards you? I know you said there's hate in the air, but are people actually coming up to you and telling you things?
No, absolutely not. But I feel like there are whispers.
Okay.
And it's funny because when the people who I feel might be whispering are around, I am talking loud with someone about exactly what I'm going to do to him. And I'm like, look, I want to hit him with power hooks. I'm pretty sure he's going to try to hit me with knees and kicks. We're working on countering the kicks with hooks over the top. I'm trying to crack him with some good punches. He knows what I'm going to do. I know what he's going to do. It's either going to be knees, kicks, or he's going to try to take me down and lay on top. These are his options. I'm not getting subbed. I'm not getting rocked with a punch. He's got kicks and knees, and he knows I got punches. He knows how I'm coming. I know how he's coming. But to be honest with you, there's nothing he can do about it. It's my time. I'm younger. I'm stronger. I'm faster. I'm better. I mean, he's good. He's a great kickboxer. But just the style, the way that it's going to match up, my power is just going to overwhelm him. I'm going to be too much. And there's nothing he can do about it. It's my time. It's my turn. And it doesn't matter what anybody's saying here anyways, because me, Wink, and Frank the Tank are trying to go be world champions. And, John Jones is going to be making a comeback. And hopefully, just being around that greatness will inspire me a little more. And maybe me and John can both go get the belt. You know what I'm saying?
How many times did you spar Donald?
Twice.
How did it go?
No, it was good. I took it easy on him.
You could have gone harder?
Absolutely.
Why'd you go easy?
Well, kind of, that's what you do. You get the movement. You're in somebody else's home. I'm not as disrespectful as the whole world might think I am, especially when I'm throwing punches and kicks and I'm actually in my zone. I'm in, I'm passing out respect and trying to get it handed back to me when we're fighting, when we're training, when we're working. So, and then when I was at the BMF ranch, you know what I mean? I see that boxing is a weakness of his, and I have decent boxing power hooks and a 1-2-3 and a jab overhand. You know what I'm saying? That's a weakness of his. So I was pulling my punches. I posted that picture. I'm hitting him with the overhand. I pulled that. But I could have driven it through and rocked his ass. But I didn't do that. And then the second time we went like 23 minutes straight.
Whoa.
And it was mostly grappling because we were at the BMF ranch, and I didn't want to just pop off on him with punches, hitting him in the face too much. So I went in on the wrestling and got aggressive to get the energy going. And I got, my wrestling, offensive wrestling isn't that great. I'm a better defensive wrestler, and especially with elbows and strikes involved. And he ended up getting on top. I might have got up once or twice, and then I went back in for the wrestling and wasn't able to take him down. And he would get on top. And he's very long and has a solid base when he's on top, which for the last 10 minutes of the 23, he was on top of me, and I was creating scrambles. But I'm good at jiu-jitsu off my back. I was trying to calf slice him. I was trying to knee bar him. I was trying to, sweep him over and things like that. But and then it came down to the last minute, and he was on top of me in my guard, getting tired, and I just looked at him. And I'm the bigger man, and I was at his house, so I was just like, tapped him on the shoulder. All right, you got it. Good for you. But we weren't hitting. My thing is hitting.
Right.
At all times, I'm trying to break your skull open, and I wasn't doing that.
Have you talked to him since the fight was made?
Not really. No, just at the little press conference or whatever. But no, we didn't. And I feel like I should have. I just didn't have the animosity on my mind that I have now that all this drama has come out. I'm like, but it's, I don't know, man. It's me and Frank the Tank is his boy too, but Frank the Tank is my coach now.
Huh.
And, and Cowboy he's understanding, man. He knows that this is the business he's in. He's either going to win or he's going to lose. Or what? We're going to have a great fight and have a draw? Hell no.
How does it feel, Mike, to be the guy who ended the Cerrone-JacksonWink relationship after all these years?
It ain't over. It's over, though.
What do you mean?
It's over once I beat him.
Okay.
It'll be over November 10th. When that's over, I talked to his grandma before. I heard stories about grandma. If I beat him up pretty good, hopefully it's his last one. Hopefully I'm the one to end the Cowboy Cerrone reign, and I can take it over from here and restart it fresh like back when he first started. And I'll be that now. So, so grandma ain't got to see him get beat up no more. But we'll see, you know what I mean? He'll be welcome back. Not that he'll want to come back. I don't know if Greg Jackson's going to be in his corner. I would hope that relationship didn't get messed up as well. I doubt it is getting messed up because those two are closer than, I don't know if him and Winklejohn have always had issues, and because, he does his thing, and he's got BMF Ranch, and he's got amateur fighters that he tried to take from the gym and things like that. But, I don't consider it, people calling me snake and shit. Like I did some, like they talking about the TJ Dillashaw, Cody Garbrandt thing. But what I never understood about that was this is fighting. Like you need to train with other people. You need to go around the world, train with the best gyms, best places, best people, coaches, sparring partners. You need to go work with all these people. And it should not be a problem for another camp. You see what I'm saying? Your old school shouldn't be mad at you because you're going to look for a different look. My old school in Florida, they might have been a little upset, but I had to go look for something different. And I can literally see some of the issues that I used to have, like not bending the back leg and like that. I can see it on some of my other teammates from there that they had like similar issues that I did because the technique, the way they were working the technique was a little different than the way I'm working the kickboxing technique now. So, and I've always been more of a savage brawler, get into the scrap. My team over there was more calculated and more grappling. When I was the best kickboxer I felt that we had over there, and I had to come where there were more great kickboxers, people willing to stand and bang with me in training and sparring and things like that, so that I could get a look of what, of how I'm trying to fight. And then, Frank the Tank, he's a little more like me, a little crazy, a little outspoken, loud person. So he's down to get into a brawl, fucking bang foreheads if you have to. That's how it goes. You saw me in the Paul Felder fight. First thing I did was headbutt his ass. It wasn't intentional, but I was driving in for that right hand, and we split each other's foreheads open, and that was, what I thought. First thought was, makes the fight look better if we're bleeding first 10 seconds. I love it. Let's go.
Oh, man, you are one of a kind, Mike. And you know what I love? 11 months ago, you're jumping on the cage in Poland and inviting Darren Till to fight you, and then we see this footage that comes out of you guys in L.A., and you're just asking him for a friendly spar. He thought that you meant going to the spa, but then you eventually sparred, right? How did that go?
Oh, it was great. It was great work, man.
You guys are buddies now?
What's that?
You guys are buddies now?
Well, I mean, we still want to kill each other for money, but
okay.
The thing was, I felt bad, and I saw my opportunity. I felt bad because I did that to him at his time of glory when he had beaten Cowboy Cerrone, and he called me out, and look at that, wow. There are great fighters out there that know that I'm a great fighter too, and out of respect, he called me out. That's out of respect. He wanted to challenge somebody he believed to be decent, and I kind of crushed on his moment a little bit by jumping on the cage. Or I didn't crush on it. I just made future moments possible. So yeah. I took advantage of him being there, and I was sure he was going to be down for it. And I said, hey, you know what? I know that you have been wanting to punch me in the face, so let's go do this.
It was a beautiful thing. That clip was amazing. I must have watched it a million times. Last thing for you, Mike, and again, thank you very much for coming on. What's the message to Donald as we approach November 10th? I mean, we still got 2 more months, a little over 2 more months of this, and I feel like the drama is not going to end now. What do you want to say to Donald Cerrone if you could?
I do what I do. I talk because that's just the way that it's always gone for me. My mouth just opens and starts moving, and it starts pouring out. And it is what it is. You already know that we got to do what we got to do. So I'm talking shit. I'm playing mental warfare. We're going to get in there and bash each other's skulls in, and may the best man win.
Much love, Mike. Great stuff. Appreciate you coming on. Good luck in training. We'll check in beforehand.
Be ready, motherfucker. It's going to be epic.
Can't wait. November 10th, Denver, Colorado, 25th anniversary show for the UFC. Always fun to talk to Mike Perry. In fact, they just put out a press release of sorts about that.